Well, some numbers were actually released about Huawei's new operating system, Harmony, and the numbers are massive. I mean, this is actually an operating system most people have not heard of, but it's already got 490 million active users. They have 1.8 million app developers and 96,000 apps already on it. So this ecosystem is growing day by day, and Huawei is really poised for a lot of growth.
So to that point then, talk about some of the partnerships that were announced with some of these consumer brands and how that really ties into Huawei's overall business.
Well, what you have to look at is, we talked a lot about Huawei being banned in the U.S., but for Huawei, the U.S. is really such a micro part of Huawei's business. Aside from the consumer, aside from the actual infrastructure business, I mean, its consumer business has a lot of countries, such as in the Belt and Road Initiative, that are always using Huawei devices and that are really open to partnerships with Huawei.
Now, obviously, we know that TikTok is still in the headlines, given all the back and forth over its sale options, and the deadline just days away. So what's your outlook for TikTok under these circumstances?
Well, TikTok right now, it is not in the best position because it's being bounced around. But what we've seen with a lot of the news out there is that TikTok actually still has a lot of negotiating power, because what a lot of people don't realize is that it has over 2 billion downloads. Certainly, like most people have heard of TikTok by now because it's been in the news. But did you know that 100 million Americans also use TikTok? And I mean, probably a quarter of Americans of voting age are actually using TikTok. There's been, since it's been in the news so much, there have been an increase in installs of TikTok. So just in August alone, there were 60 million installs of TikTok, and that's really great news for TikTok.
Right.
And it's going to show that its value to Walmart, to Oracle, to Microsoft is ever increasing.
Now, one of the sticking points is China's new export control rules. So break down what that means for tech companies and their strategies.
Well, with China's tech control rules, we're looking at a lot of the AI being restricted. So artificial intelligence is, of course, it's software. China has traditionally not been known for software. It's been known for doing really great hardware. But now we're looking at how the world now is looking at China's software as being too competitive almost. Where, to the point where it needs to be restricted. And, we can see that even, I'm in Shenzhen here. I'm looking at a lot of the job postings for people hiring for AI developers. And, I mean, the starting salaries are like $200,000 to $300,000. It almost makes me look, think about starting a new career in AI. And it just shows how competitive China's AI is going to be right now.
Well, before you think about switching jobs, I want us to look at the export data that was out earlier this week. It did point to an increase in high-tech exports. What do you think is driving that, and how likely is that trend to continue?
Well, of course, with COVID-19, a lot of industries throughout the world are pausing. But because China actually controlled COVID-19 so well, everything right now is back to normal. I took a flight, to Sanya, a tropical island here in China, over the weekend, and there was almost no epidemic control because the coronavirus has been gone. So what we're looking at is, China now is completely back up to speed on all the on all the development. They're exporting more and more now. We see that their semiconductor industry is continuing to grow as well.
Right.
SMIC, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corp, is continuously rolling out new products as well. And this is really a great sign for China.
All right. Well, certainly